Hi guys, short video here about these L-shaped connectors for 10mm strip lights. So that's what we get here, and it's fitting for these PAUTIX LED strip lights, maybe for other ones too, I don't know, but definitely for the PAUTIX. I've been trying to use them for around 2 hours, and I've seen there is a lot of confusion, a lot of disappointment. So I wanted to share my experience now with everybody, because I have found a lot of very interesting things. Okay, and so here we have the set a little bit closer, so you can see how these parts look. So they have two different sides. They can be opened just to one side, as you can see. Then we push the light here inside, close it, and that's it. So at least that's the idea. And then of course same thing on the other side, and that's it so far. That's the idea. So the most important thing right away here is, based on my experience, this thing is not reversible. That's the most important thing. So this is actually a right turn, this is not left turn. So why is that? How this actually works: we have the power supply, then we have the controller, and then we have the start of the light, and so we start from here. And so I make a little bit of a small drawing here. Let's say that's the room, and that's, for example, the kitchen, and you want to install the light here underneath in this area around the wall. And so let's assume we have the power here in this area, and then we go with this LED strip along here, and then we need this angle here, this 90 degrees angle. And so when we come from here, for example, we have this long strap here, goes right until here, and then we have to cut. And so we cut, of course, here exactly in this area where we have this cutting mark. And so now we have to feed this into this connector. So we open that here, and so the side where the light is has to go into this opening here. I hope you can see that there's a little bit of an opening here, so we have to push this here inside, and also make sure that you align this. On one side you have two wires, on one side you have one wire. So here we have one wire, yeah, now it's off focus. Here we have one wire, here we have two wires. So we have to make sure that both are correct, so we can push it here inside. So for this angle here, it should be exactly like that. But the big problem is when you start here with the power and you go until here, cut, it will look like that and not look like that. And so when you have it like that, you can see you could put it here inside, but it doesn't work because it has just one wire here on top and two underneath. We have exactly the opposite thing with this connector. So the only place where it works is this side. So you push it here inside, something like that. There are some pins here inside, so you have to go rather along this side and not on the left side. So push it towards the right side, push it fully inside, and then squeeze it hard, really super hard. Can even use some pliers. I've done this already to make it hold pretty good. And so usually that has been working. Yeah, now I've showed you exactly how it should be, but it's actually exactly the opposite way around. So I have to remove it. That's a good thing. So I can show you how we can remove. So we go underneath with a large screwdriver, usually from the ground. So you can hear the clicking. So that doesn't mean it's damaged. It's just opens. You can close it again. And so we pull it a little bit to this side. And you can see it's not damaged. We can use it again. So this is how it should be underneath the cabinet. But the thing is, when we start here again and we go along here, then the end looks actually like that. So we have the LED on top, two wires on top, and one wire down. And so you can see we can't feed it here. We should have to use it like that, because of course the light has to point down when it's underneath a cabinet. And so when you flip it around, it should be like that, but then the wires are not correct. I've been thinking we could make a cut here and apply another angle here and then twist it, but it didn't work. The only way how this would work, when you start from this side, you have to buy the part which is like that. It has two connector pieces, one left, one right, and then it has just 3 wires in between. So you don't have any LEDs here for maybe 5 inches or so, but it would work because you can twist it. It doesn't matter. It's just 3 wires. But here in this situation, it's very, very hard. What I have done in my situation, because I couldn't start here on this side, I don't have any power from this side. I just have power here. So what I have done, I mean, I could have bought this piece here, but I didn't want to wait. So I made this thing here. That's an alternate solution somehow. I do not fully recommend, but it's working. You can see we have the opening on the left side. We have 2 wires on the top. And so we push it here inside, close it, and now we have the right turn instead of the left turn. But we can flip it like that and flip it again, and now you can see now we have this left turn. Of course, it's not absolutely beautiful. Here on this side we can really attach it to the ceiling or underneath the cabinet, absolutely easy. But on this side here there's a little bit of a gap, so we have to bend it up here like that, so it won't start right here. But we have at least a seamless experience, so we don't have to use this wire. We still have the 90 degrees angle also to the left side. So like that, it works as a 90 degrees angle to the right side. And when you fold it 2 times, you can generate a turn to the left side. But of course, it's a compromise. It works even when bending. So I have bent this heavily 2 times, still works. There's no loose contact or so, everything works. Shows exactly same color temperature. Unfortunately, I have already cut this here in this area. So I'm using now 2 of these 90 degrees angles, which is not perfect. I wouldn't have to use this here. I was just thinking I could fix that here, but didn't work. So if you have this situation, then you have basically 3 options. The best option is when you have power here, then start from here, then you have a right turn. Second option is to use this connection here with just 3 wires. And third option is this double folding mechanism, which I've been using here. That's very important to know. The connection, I would say, is not absolutely perfect. So you can't pull and move around and expect that the light would be steady or so. It's not such a good connection, but usually it works if you leave it alone. If you remove the tape, put it on the ceiling or put it underneath the cabinet, then it will work. So I leave it like that, at least for the moment. I just don't understand why they are not producing sets with left and right turns. Not everybody has power outlets everywhere. But yeah, this is what I wanted to let you know. And so I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your own experience, or maybe you have even better solutions, then just let us know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.